Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Games, and I'm here today with a Collect-A-Thon I didn't think I was going to get to do until long after some of the other consoles that I had planned. Some that I've already had for a very long time or just wanted to update, but this one just seemed at the right time, so I'm going to try to start things off here, and we'll see it improve sometime later down the road. This is the original Xbox. But I didn't start with just the original Xbox console. No. The first thing I picked up, strangely enough, were games for it. I started off with getting the original Halo and Halo 2 for the original Xbox because I knew that they were backwards compatible with the Xbox 360. And the first game I ever played on the original Xbox was Halo 2. I played it many, many years ago. I played it with my cousin's Xbox. It was available for some time down the shore when we would go during the summers, and it was the only game really there. It may have had another game or so, but I don't remember ever playing it. But I did play through the entirety of Halo 2 with my brother in co-op, playing a bunch of the multiplayer. We got the fun inside joke of "Grenade Buddy" out of that, and it was a great time. It was my first exposure to the Halo franchise, and it's still a relatively new thing for me. I haven't tried out Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 3, or anything beyond that up to this point. Don't worry, guys, I'll get to it. But I wanted to pick these up for the 360 because I thought, well, if I could play them on there, because there is no Xbox 360 version of Halo 2 that I know of, and I think they did have one for Halo 1, surprisingly, I thought I'd play it on there. Now, why would I get an original Xbox? Because it was for free. At the very tail end of September 2019, I came across a Facebook Marketplace listing, which seemed too good to be true, but I thought I'd give it a whirl anyways, where somebody was giving away a free Xbox console, just the system itself, as you see it here. Now, I came to learn shortly after that, it had not been tested, and I was fine with at least trying it out, and if it didn't work, it was for free. It wasn't really costing me anything except for the driving, which was local, so it wasn't even that much driving, and it could just be something I could trade in for another thing at a video game store, in case it was still good for parts or whatnot. So I brought it in shortly after that, within the same week. I was able to figure out what this thing on the front was, because I didn't know what it was at first. It is a receiver for a DVD Xbox remote. Now, I could play DVDs through this if I wanted to, but I also have a lot of other devices that play DVDs in various parts of the house, so it's not going to be necessary for me. And I also got back with the person. They did not have the remote with this, so I don't know what exactly to do with the receiver. At the time of this video, I'm probably going to trade it in. I don't really expect getting the remote and trying to play it through there. I could easily just use the controller, but I digress. So along with that, once I knew that this system was working, I tested it out at Digital Press Video Games in Springfield, and was able to get it working with all the wires, controllers, everything like that. I decided to pick those up as well. So it's almost a whole video too, because I didn't really share this before this time on camera. But yeah, I got a couple of third-party yet reliable cables and controllers to go along with the Xbox. We have a universal power cord, an AV cable, which I believe is available for a couple different consoles, or at least made to work with them, both by Tomy. And I've used their kind of products before for third-party options. Not too bad, so I definitely trust that. And if things don't go well, I'll just go back and get an exchange for them. As far as a controller, I grew up as a player too, and I'll definitely talk more about that at some later point, but I just thought it'd be fun for now to say that when I was playing Halo 2, there were two controllers available for my brother and I to play. I always got the Duke, because that was the lesser preferred controller, and my brother was first player, so of course, he's an older brother. He has the privilege. He gets to choose. So he got the Slim controller to play with while we were playing Halo 2. But this time around, when getting this, I don't think I'm ready to go back to the Duke. It's too big for my hands, and I feel like I could just go with a Slim option that it should have already come with. Not for this particular unit, but I mean when they first launched the console. So this one is a Digital Press Video Game branded controller. I don't think they're really the developer for it. It just kind of has the iconography on it, especially when it comes to the tag on the top of it. But it's something to start things out, test out the games, play it for a bit, and experience it. If I wanted to move up to an authentic controller, I'll do that sometime later. Now, what games did I get? Well, there's a couple of them I already had in mind because in my long journey of trying to collect every LEGO video game ever, there are several titles on the Xbox. And at least at the time of recording this video, I only found 2 of them available. LEGO Star Wars the Video Game, Platinum Hits Edition, and LEGO Star Wars 2 The Original Trilogy. And you guys know, I'm crazy enough to try to collect every port and edition of a game, so I will be looking for the original of LEGO Star Wars the Video Game and the Platinum version of LEGO Star Wars 2. I think there's even a 3rd copy of this floating around. There's also Bionicle the game, which is available on the Xbox. I don't know if it had a Platinum status. I haven't really seen it, Googling it. There's also LEGO Drone Racers. Often, Bionicle and Drone Racers don't actually have the word LEGO with them in their title, so it's often categorized differently from the other LEGO games. But yeah, not too many on the Xbox, and I already have about half of them in one way or another. So, that's a good start. I already mentioned before about having some of the Halo games, so that'll give me some more to play through and actually experience the first one, as many people did back in the day, and I get why it's a big franchise and why it was such a monumental thing back then, and still is important nowadays. But, you know, when you start off on the second one, of course it's going to be better because they've worked out things and made it more improved from the original. So I'm curious how the first one will do as well. The next game I picked up was Jaws Unleashed. And this one might be just an oddball. Why would I think about that? I watched the people of Continue, which are part of Normal Boots, and I know that when I went to New Jersey GamerCon 2019, when I saw them there at the Normal Boots panel, they mentioned that they really liked this game, and it was one of their more favorite episodes of Continue. So, I watched the video shortly afterward, and it seems like a fun game. Even though they played the PlayStation version of it, I thought I'd give it a try on the Xbox. And not that I can't get the PlayStation version, I just didn't know if it was available in the store. So maybe it should be close to the same. I don't know if it's really going to be that different for controls or graphics or anything like that. But I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. And for the next thing I have in here, basically some demo discs. So these are 2 different kinds of demo discs. I might even have, I know, way back in the day, when I was starting to get the Xbox 360 stuff, I got from the library a demo disc that had specifically Voodoo Vince as a playable demo. I didn't really know what to do with it because I couldn't play it. You know, it wasn't something compatible with the Xbox 360. I don't know if I still have that, and if I do, at least now I can play it. But these demo discs, yeah, one of them is more of the Xbox magazine type with several games on it. It even says on the side, Official Xbox Magazine, February 2005. I had no preference as far as what was on these, but at least gives me something for a small price to try out other games I may have not known about, or just may want to, experience a little bit before I go for the full title. I do remember the launch of the original Xbox back in the day, again, because it was down the shore. In Seaside Heights, New Jersey, around the time that the Xbox was being launched, they had a large tent set up that was in the shape of the Xbox, if I remember correctly. You walk inside of it, they had a couple of booths, and they're playing different games on them. I remember one of those games being whacked. I remember especially seeing the artwork for the cover of the box on there. I'm not sure about any of the other ones on here, if they were featured. I know that there was one with a cat. I completely blanking out on it. Some kind of cat that travels through time. It had a really cool looking outfit for that age. That was also playable. I don't know if they're even good games, but they kind of sit in my memory, reminding me of the Xbox. So I guess maybe at some point I'll try those out or see how they do on the demos and go from there. So it's a small collection for right now, but at least gives me something to work with. Let me know in the comments below if you have some recommendations for Xbox titles, whether it's on the demo discs or not. And I'll be looking out for more of the LEGO games, at least to complete that for the Xbox library. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with more gaming videos.